going on, dudes and dudettes? So yeah, within the last week or so, Robert Woods did say he was retiring as a Ram in the NFL. And yeah, just look at his career catching leaders at USC. He's at the top of the list, which is obviously really good for him. So yeah, it's definitely going to be missed. And we did find out too that he is now on the staff of the Rams too as an assistant wide receivers coach. So yeah, big congrats to him and good luck to him in his coaching future. Maybe he can come back to USC. And then USC did make a hire for the football team, and Chris Myers, he's a run game specialist / assistant offensive line and tight ends coach, so very multifaceted dude. They also hired Baylor director of football strategy Connor Killian to the similar role. So yeah, he's had experience playing, so we'll see what he can do. He's been pretty good there. And they also hired former Oklahoma wide receiver Lee Morris as an analyst. He's been working with outside receivers and with wide receiver coach Dennis Simmons, so familiarity there. And then yes, they finally did set up their week 0 matchup against San Jose State August 29th, so it'll be their first game of the season. Better be a big time blowout. And yeah, when it came to the NFL Draft Combine, a lot of good numbers for guys like Kamari Ramsey ran a 4.47, a 40-yard dash. Jacoby Lane, the other wide receiver, ran a 4.47 as well. He also had a really good, almost 11-foot broad jump, 40-inch vertical jump for a guy who's that tall. Is really good. But there's a lot of news coming out about Makai and the Slander, and some scouts saying that he didn't interview well and absolutely bombed it, and they're a disaster, and they don't really believe in him. And there's like this viral look of him when he's like staring at the cameras that they caught him in a picture with, but I think he got kind of upset when they had talked about him mentioning his size and all this stuff. Obviously he won the award for the top wide receiver in college. His size obviously did not matter. It will be affected in the NFL, sure, but he's still going to be a real good reason why you draft him number 1, or at least as your first round pick, in my opinion. So no worries there. I don't know why people went off on him, but I guess unless he wanted it to, so he doesn't want to get drafted to a crappy team. That's up there. Difference of a couple $1 million, but either way, he'll go to a better situation in the end. And then when it came to a couple guys like Bishop Fitzgerald and Kamari Ramsey, it looks like they're going to be targets for the Denver Broncos, because obviously Doug Belk, their ex-defensive backs coach at USC, is there now. So they'll most likely end up there. And Danny Lang released his top schools. Not a surprise there that USC is one of his top schools in the end. And a little bit more recruiting news. They did get a guy who is Dane Weber. I mentioned that 3-star quarterback. Looks like he set up like multiple visits, and USC is coming on March 13th. Jaden Aparicio Bailey, he's a 4-star safety. He has a March 23rd spring visit at USC, but he also put them in his final 10 schools list as well. And then a 4-star safety in Gabe Jenkins put USC in his top 7 also. And then I believe Osani Gales says that USC is making a huge move on him, and he's telling them that he's liking the recruitment so far. So yeah, all positive news right here, and hopefully they'll be able to get some of these guys went onto the roster next year.